Hi everyone, this is a short video to talk you through the lying down posture that I invite you to inhabit when you take part in the 12 points practice and other practices that I offer as part of guided somatic meditation. So I invite you to lie down. In what feels like for you a comfortable position. Now it's quite important in the beginning to take the time to explore a lying down position that feels right for you. Now this is often called the baby pose because we spent the first few months, if not first couple of lives of a year, a lot of the time lying in this position on our cots, on our mats. It's a very restorative position. It allows the nervous system to relax. It allows the back of our body, where our awareness resides, to connect with the surface beneath us. Now, to find your way into your posture, and it will vary from practice to practice, I invite you to bend your knees. By bending your knees, we take the pressure off our psoas muscle, which is often called the muscle of our soul. And in this position, with no pressure on our psoas and our relaxed psoas muscle, our body can biologically begin to relax. So with your knees bent and your feet planted firmly on the floor, the traditional posture is to allow your knees to fold gently and lean towards the middle and touch each other, forming a tripod. And as this happens, you will feel your feet gently and naturally, your big toes will turn inwards. So I invite you to try this just now. Some people like to put a yoga strap around the top of their knees to help hold the legs in position. Some people like to have their feet against a wall for support. Again, there's no right, there's no wrong, there's no better, there's no best. There's just what feels naturally aligned in your body whenever you lie down. And remember that your body is dynamic, and whilst you will have a tendency to favour one posture over another, this will vary over time. So before we travel further up the body, regardless of how comfortable or uncomfortable this position feels, I invite you to take your feet parallel like railway tracks again, running north and south, and parallel space between your knees, and feel into that. Can you feel your soles connected with the earth? How does your lower back feel, your spine? Can you feel your soma softening and surrendering? Now I invite you to take your feet as far forward as you can, but still maintaining bent knees. And then check in again. Roam around. Feel the sensations from the inside out. Do you feel that you're holding your legs up? Let your attention touch softly on your lower back, your spine, your head, your neck. And taking a mental snapshot of this position, move your feet back to neutral. And then from the neutral middle position, I invite you to take your feet as close as you can to your buttocks. And again, invite your awareness to roam around. Feel your feet from the inside. Feel your calves. Feel your thighs. Feel your lower back. Does it feel tight? Does it feel loose? Does it feel strained? Or does it feel natural? Again, I invite you to take a mental snapshot and take your feet back to neutral. And with your feet in the middle, I now invite you to allow your feet and your legs to fall naturally into their position of choice today. For me today, my preferred position is generally with the knees slightly touching each other, almost like the knee caps are kissing. And then as I invite my intention to travel down from the kneecaps, I feel the looseness of my legs, the soles of my feet suction to the surface beneath me. And I adjust my heels slightly outwards for a little bit more surrender. Take the ball of my foot off of the mat, let my toes wriggle around, and then like snowflakes, just let them gently fall and kiss the surface beneath them. I check in with my lower back, and my body feels pretty good from the hips down. Whereas I invite my awareness to travel around in my pelvic bowl, I sense a little bit of adjustment is required. As I shimmy my shoulder blades, my pelvic bowl falls into position, the position it wishes to be in today. And then roaming around in the pelvic bowl, checking in with my psoas muscle. I feel my head gently rocking to the left and coming into alignment. I now let my attention wander up my spine, from my tailbone all the way up to the tip of my neck. And my shoulder blades are asking to be tucked under. So I gently tuck my shoulder blades under. And feel my spine coming into alignment. And my neck moving softly, feeling the gravitational pull, pulling it gently towards the mat beneath me. And as that happens, I feel my head moving into position with my chin tucked slightly, my chin lower than my forehead, and the back of my head resting gently and sinking into the surface beneath me. Sometimes I place a book under my head depending on how my alignment feels. But today that feels pretty good. So I invite my awareness once again to touch into my toes. And I scan from the base of my feet up my legs, psoas muscle, pelvic bowl, spinal cord, neck, head, shoulder blades. All feels pretty aligned. And note that this is an alignment from the inside out. My eyes are closed. With interoception, I am rolling around my body and tuning in to the subtle life force, energies, prana, chi, and letting the wisdom of my body align with itself and source. Already, my body is sinking. And one final thing is my hands. Today I feel called to place my hands on my stomach. They're forming a triangle shape. Left hand just inside the left sit bone, right hand just inside the right sit bone. And as your body parts fall into the right or the correct position or the position they want to be in today, it requires no effort. You just surrender and your body parts just go where they want to go. And it feels natural and it feels in flow. Another position for the hands is to actually have them on your hip bones, your left hand on your left hip bone, your right hand on your right. And some days, my hands just want to be palms down on the floor, on the surface beneath me. I check in with that position today, but no. My first instinct was correct. So I moved my hands back to their original position. And today I feel that I am cradling that yin space, the space which is in the region of what many know as the hara or the solar plexus or the stomach or the belly button. So now that I have my posture, which I can actually come into now in 60 to 90 seconds, and with practice you will too, but I thought this video would be beneficial to let people practice just the posture part before tuning in to any guided practices. So anytime you tune in to any of my guided meditations or attend any of my live classes or in person, and I ask you to assume the baby pose. This is the baby pose. Namaste.